Hi guys, welcome to Live with Vi, and if you like what you see, subscribe. Hey guys, happy Monday. I have a fantastic week lined up for you guys with all the lives that I'm going to do. Yes, I'm going to go live every day at 7 p.m. this week. Today is a topic really close to me. We're going to talk about angels. We're going to talk about angels with a doctor. We're going to talk about angels who he is an angels communicator and he's an MBBS. So this is really exciting. I've been waiting to get Dr. Ashish on to talk about this very, very magical topic. It's I don't know how many of you guys have experienced angel miracles, how many of you guys have seen angels, how many of you guys believe in angels, but this is a beautiful subject to talk about, and both Dr. Ashish and I can talk for hours on this. I had so many messages of people asking me what exactly is angel communication, how do you know they're communicating with you, how do you know a presence of an angel, what do these numbers that you keep seeing, on clocks or in cars, what do they mean? Why don't I see certain numbers, and why do I keep seeing certain numbers? Like you see 1111, you see 444, you'll see 1234. What do these numbers actually mean? Do they have a meaning in the universe? And so many times you think of something and you keep seeing that number over and over again. So what does that really mean? Can we communicate with our guardian angels? What are the ways we can receive messages from them? So many questions, and we're going to talk a lot about them. We can't obviously talk about a whole lot of, actually fit in an angel's class in these 50 minutes, but we're going to talk as much as possible. Dr. Ashish is an amazing angel communicator. We're even going to do angel messages for every one of you. We're going to keep the last 15 minutes just for what messages your angels have for you. I'm very excited about that. I always love receiving messages from them. I love knowing what they and the universe have in store for me and what they want me to kind of shift, in my path or in my life, because they obviously know what's for your highest good, right? They are with you all the time. I don't know if you've experienced their presence, but they are always there, and they always say, every soul, every body that's on earth has two guardian angels with them at all times. And it's a wonderful way to connect with them. We're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to talk about Dr. Ashish's experiences with angels. How did he get into angel communication? What is shamanism exactly? How do we recognize the messages that the angels want to give us? Who are these angels? We're going to talk a lot about this. This is a topic which we can go on and on about. And I hope you guys really enjoy this as much as I do. If you all have any questions right now, you guys can already start posting the questions. I'm just waiting for Ashish to come online so I can send him the message. And yeah, that's what we're going to talk about today. I'm thrilled to have this conversation. There he is. Let me just send him the message. There he is. Hi, Doc.
Hello.
How are
Can you hear
you?
me?
I can hear you good. Guys, can you give us a sound check? Can you guys hear us? Do you have music playing in your background? Hello? Doc, you're frozen. No, you're frozen. Yeah, you're good now. You're good now.
Okay. Okay,
So
now
I
I'm
was just
okay.
telling them how you're a doctor that believes and
It's
communicates
it's
with
funny.
angels.
No, no, wait. It's funny. I joined in, and there are 44 people. That's 4 4, and of course now it's suddenly shot up. So
It's numbers, right? We keep seeing them. Today, 44 is your
yeah,
number, right? 4440.
yeah, absolutely. Okay, I just want to know, are we like, can you hear me clearly? Are we in sync or is there a
I
network
can't
issue
see you
today?
very clearly. I can't see you very clearly, but I can hear you absolutely fine. Guys, can you give us a sound check?
When you say you can't see me, is it because of the placement of my phone or is it the network?
No, it's yeah, now it's good. Now it's good. It was low. Yes, now I see you. You
Okay.
can see me and hear me.
Yeah. You are on sitting on my head right now. I can see you clearly.
How I sit on your
Okay.
head now to do all these lives.
I know, but we had such a rocking time, right? In the foundation. I think we
It
enjoyed
was
so much, and
amazing.
yeah,
It was
so good.
amazing. It was
So
amazing.
good to see you again.
I know, always. It's so good to see you.
All
I
right,
was
come
just
on,
talking about how you were, yeah, I was just talking about how you are a doctor, MBBS doctor that actually communicates with angels. So, I don't want to waste any more time. It's 7 o'clock. Take us through your journey, with everything, with your angel
Yeah.
journey, your shamanism, your doctor to the other side.
Yeah, so it's last time I told you like what right from the age of 4 I started seeing things because my grandmom was already a medium and channel, so she used to do a lot of spirit work, and that time I
Correct.
used to be freaked out. I used to be very scared because I used to see her getting possessed and giving out messages and all of that. But I think I was very inclined to do this right from childhood. I think it's sometimes you're just meant to be, yeah. And so
Absolutely.
interestingly, my mom used to go and buy a lot of artifacts for home and all. I remember very clearly my first thing with angels was when I was a small little kid and I went to the store and there were the small angels, one with a trumpet and all. And I must be barely 6, 7 years old. Let me tell you that, yeah. And I instantly saw that and I started saying, I want this, I want this. So my mom was like, what are you going to do with this? But those were like my first angel statues, they're like four of them, I remember very clearly. And every Christmas, I used to put them on my Christmas tree. I used to use them for decoration. But I was obsessed with wings. I think what I saw was those wings. Yeah. And believe me, I mean,
Yeah.
that has been my obsession even today. If I see anything with wings, I'll buy them. My friends tease me tomorrow, they'll make Barbie doll with wings, you'll buy so,
So
you know,
what?
so
So
you,
what's wrong?
so you've seen my healing center has those big wings, and everywhere there are angels. So, anyways, going back to how it started. So I was always interested towards the spirit world, and because I've seen that a lot in my childhood. And I
Correct.
remember when I was in college, this is years back. I was very interested in reading about the
One
occult
second,
science.
Ashish, dock your volume. I don't think they can hear you.
You can't? You know what?
One
Let
sec.
me do something.
You want to switch to the other?
Which you said no to. Okay, hold on. Wait, I'm gonna do that.
You want to switch to that?
I think I'm gonna play safe today. Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah,
Ah,
Pooji, Doc knows I'm full of wings. He knows that.
technology. Say something. Can you hear me without
But we can
the?
now. Absolutely fine. This is
Then
perfect.
I then I don't care about this. I think too much
Okay.
of Bluetooth and Wi-Fi all happening together. I think it's just crazy.
No,
All
this is
right,
perfect.
so okay, as long as you guys can hear me, because I know a lot of people have joined. Thank you guys for coming, and I'm so excited about this session. In
Your
fact,
favorite
because this
topic.
is my favorite topic. I mean,
Yes.
it's amazing. So anyway, so I was telling you about when I was in college, and I was very interested towards the occult science and the mystical and the mysterious art. So one day I remember I had gone to this bookstore, yeah, and there was this book on witchcraft. Okay, so I picked that book up, okay, and I was holding it in my hand. I was walking around. So this lady comes and she taps my shoulder and she says, "That's not the book that you should be reading." And she just gave a book in my hand. And then when I saw the book, it was connecting with the angels, okay. And I'm like, okay, that's weird. And then, when I turned around to say thank you to her, she was not there.
She was gone.
It was so eerie. I told my friend, where did this lady go? Did you see her? He's like, no. So anyway, that was my first book that came to me years back.
And I was super thrilled because I didn't really know that there were angels and you can talk to them and all. And this I'm talking about really, really a long time back. And that's when my connection with the angels started. So I started reading up about them, and every time I would read about them, I would get goosebumps. It was like so amazing, and it felt real for me. It felt true to me, you know. And
Yeah.
see, the best is, you know, when you have information, your validations are the most important thing. Like when I do the spirit work,
Absolutely.
when I talk to spirits or whatever, for me, validation is the most important. Otherwise, it can all be in your head.
In your
Like
head.
people ask me, how, you know, can you be imagining it? Yeah, is it your imagination or is it real? Yeah, for me, yes, there is imagination, and imagination is the source of creation, but reality is
Absolutely.
when you get your validation. So you know, I'll tell you why I believe them so much. So this is so I started reading about Michael, Raphael, Uriel, and all of those. Okay, so I
Correct.
know since I was so much into healing, I wanted to get into healing. So Archangel Raphael is the one that I really connect with, and of course Michael's energies and all of that. One day, you know, I got a call from my brother, yeah, who's a doctor himself, that my father had a stroke attack, and he lives in Chembur. I live in Andheri, and you know, so we have admitted in the ICU and all. But he's like, don't come because they anyways won't let you. So don't get mum, you know, come in the morning. And believe me, he said that, you know, it might not be a good sign. He might get paralysis and all of that. And I did not know what to do. So the only one I could think was, you know, okay, Raphael, you know, please, can you do something? Can you heal father, you know? And here I am, okay, medical doctor, you know, asking
I
angels to
know.
heal. And believe me, so I sat and I saw this vision of this whole big angel wings of green color
Wow.
blanketing my father, okay? And instantly there was a sudden ease that came into my body, and I'm like, okay. So when I went there, my brother said it's a miracle. We were thinking it's going to be a block, and this doctor says I don't know how, but he's absolutely fine. Yeah. So when I was talking to my father, he asked me one question: did you come in the night? Were you here? I said, why? He said, in the middle of the night, suddenly I felt like you put this, you know, blanket
Someone
on me,
hug.
and I went
Oh
off to
my
sleep.
God. Goosebumps.
I got goosebumps. I'm like, oh
Goosebumps.
my
I have
God,
it
I'm still
now.
getting.
So do
Whenever I
I. So
talk
do
about this
I.
story, my first gratitude, my first belief, my first connection with the angels came with this. You know, I feel very emotional when I talk about this. And then, of course, it was just developing the whole connection with them. And then there are so many instances. It's crazy. It's crazy how they show their presence. Like today, simple. So we will talk about
Tell us, tell us,
how
tell us, yeah, tell us how they show their presence. Tell us in this one. We don't stop. Just go
so,
on.
so you know what? Okay, so I'm going to talk about science and communication, but you know, all those people who are watching, first and foremost, you know what? We've always been told only what you believe, you know, only what you see, you
See,
believe. Yeah,
yeah,
only if you can see it, you can believe it. But this world, we are talking about angels or the spirit, or you know, there's so many other dimensions. It's only when you start believing it, they will start
you
showing
see
your
them.
presence, you know.
Yeah.
And hopefully today, I can talk a lot about the communication. And I'm so glad we are talking about it because wherever we have no idea how many people keep asking me about this number. Ashish, can you tell me? I keep seeing this. So I said, okay, I am going to do a video about it. And hopefully now everybody would get the information of what it really means, you know, because they keep going crazy whenever I put 111, 222,
111.
333.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is how my faith in angels started. And of course, you know, everywhere I would travel around the world, you know, I would keep picking up statues, and you know, my whole obsession with them still is very, very strong. There are so many. There was another beautiful incident. You know, I'll give you the like how practically they can show the presence. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So I was with a friend of mine, and we had driven all the way to Goa. Okay, and we went there for New Year's. This is just a couple of years back. Okay, so when we were driving back, we decided to drive in the night because my Michael Schumacher comes when I'm in the night. I can go zip zap zoom, and so you know she had the GPRS on and she was directing me, and we entered into like a forest place. Okay, and we went on and on. Suddenly the GPRS stopped, and
Stop.
45 minutes in the darkness, we're like just going. Nobody in the front, nobody in the back. And I'm like, oh my God, where are we? Are we like even in the right direction? And then I'm thinking, you know what? Should I take a U-turn? Should I go back? You know, but again, 45 minutes, 1 hour drive. And then suddenly there were this big signs, you know, tiger, elephant, rhino. So we definitely had entered into a jungle. I said, ab ho gayi. Now I don't know what's gonna happen. And I just said, you know what? Okay, angels, if we are on the right path, please show me a sign. Give me a sign. And believe me, out of nowhere, within few minutes, there was this red small little car that zoomed in front of us, and on the number plate I saw 444.
Oh my
I'm
God.
like, I had no idea where the car came from. It was so funny. And I told my friend Sapna, I said, see this. I mean, we are on the right path, you know. And rightly, within few minutes, you know, we went
You saw the
ahead
main
and then
road.
we took a right and there was this board, you know, national highway ahead. So, you know, this small things. See, signs are everywhere. Signs
Correct.
are everywhere. Once you become aware of it, you start noticing them. You know, it's not that they are not communicating. Yeah. So let's begin. You know, a lot of people keep asking, truly, what are angels?
Right.
You know, because there's so much of misunderstanding and so much of information that can actually, you know, dilute people. So angels are not human beings. Okay, they don't look like human beings. They are basically beings of light. Okay,
Right.
and you know what, we have this whole multi-dimensional universe that we live in. All right, now just because our eyes can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. Like, I give a very
Correct.
simple example that, you know, the rainbow colors we can see are 7, but there are multiple colors because they are ultraviolet. There are, you know, and our eyes can't catch those colors. Yeah. So
Right.
basically, there is a spectrum of colors which is there, which we can't see. But just because we can't see, it doesn't mean it's not there.
Not there.
Yeah.
Correct.
So basically, we human beings are vibrating at a specific frequency. All right.
Right.
So we have a specific frequency, and then there are other beings that vibrate at lighter and frequency, and that's why we can't really see them. They don't have a physical body. Now, angels, I always say, you know, I have a different aspect from God. You know, I always call it as a creator or the universe. I don't, you know, put God in one figure. You know, for some
Right.
people it's Jesus, for some people it's Ganesha. For me, it's just the energy, and we all are created from that energy. Now, angels are vibrating at a higher frequency, yeah, and that's the
Okay.
reason, since we don't see them, but they are here for our health, for our evolution. Now, if you know this, Earth is shifting, yeah,
Right.
from
We're
2012. You know, it was not the end of Mayan, you know, end of the world. It was end of a
correct.
Mayan calendar, and we have entered into a different era actually, where the
Right.
consciousness is rising. Yeah. Now, these beings of light are coming more closer to us, yeah, to help us raise our vibrations and frequency so that our consciousness also gets elevated. Yeah. So if you see
Okay.
in the last, if you actually see in the last 10-20 years, there is a lot of this happening. You know, so much of spiritual awakening is taking
Right.
place. So we are born with one spirit guide, one angel who's called as a guardian angel. We are born with that. Yeah. And that
Right.
angel is always going to be with us till we die, till we leave our physical body. So we have one guardian angel, and one we have a spirit guide who can be a human, yeah, an ancestral person or one of your
Correct.
family members who've gone, and the two are always there with you. Okay, then of course you can have your whole band of angels who come, you know, to
Your
support
whole
you,
jing
to
bang.
guide you. Yeah. So, you know, if you don't know about them, imagine they are just going to be besides you. Yeah. And they can't do anything for you. Now,
Yeah.
remember one thing. Why? Because angels don't do anything against your free will. Yeah.
Correct.
If you ask for help, they're going to be there. Yeah. But if you're going to be oblivious, I mean, if you don't know anything about them, they're just going to be waiting there because they'll never interfere with your life. They will never interfere with your choices, but they can guide you. Yeah, they can guide you when you have confusion, when you have a question, when you require guidance. That is when they can come through. Yeah. So now,
So
you
how
know,
do
when
you
I
know them? How do you know who's your angel?
okay, so there are different ways. Okay, so basically that's
Firstly, I
where
want
the
to clarify this. I had a lot of messages. So a human that passes away cannot be your angel, correct?
no,
I think we need to
yes,
clarify that because a lot of people ask that. Can my grandmother be my angel?
no,
Can
they
my
can
great
be they can be a spirit guide.
spirit guide?
Yeah,
Correct.
angels have never taken birth. They don't have human aspect. They are
Right.
vibrating at such high frequency. The only essence that they have is love. So angels are made of pure love and light. They don't have human qualities like anger and rage and fury, hate. These are human qualities. Now, a human being can die and they can choose to be besides you to help you, but they will still have
Correct.
human qualities. Now, the difference between an angelic guidance and a guidance that does not come from angel, which could be a spirit or anything, is it will always be loving. It will always be empowering. It will always be comforting. They are never going to go and say, kill that person. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're never going to say take revenge.
Yeah.
Their messages are never. That's why, whenever you open an oracle card, they're always guiding. There's always a reassurance that you get. It's like they're there for you. So please understand one thing: they don't make choices for you. By the end of the day, you have to make choices for yourself. Yeah, but believe
But
me,
how can
they're
we
always.
ask them to assist us?
Absolutely. So they're always there. So what? It's a very simple thing. We humans complicate too many things. You want to know who's my guardian angel, what is the name, and I want to say what it looks like. So quickly, I'll also share something. So angels also don't have wings. Let me tell you that also. Angels don't have wings. They don't have a human body. They do not have a gender. So there is not a male angel and a female angel. Now,
Female angel.
during Renaissance time, so this artist who was clairvoyant, he was doing this drawings and he saw this burst of light, yeah, which he decided is an angel. Now, to put it in a form, he made wings. Yeah. So the wings that you see is basically the energy, the auric field that they have. Yeah. Huge blast of energy. So when children see angels, they actually see colors, they actually see shape. Now understand one thing, because the human mind wants to see the way they want to see, now the angels have started coming down and showing their presence in the way they acknowledge it. Like, let's assume if you believe in a specific god, say Krishna, okay?
Right.
If you believe in Krishna, now if you want to see Krishna, Krishna can't come as Jesus. Then you won't see him, right? He will show himself as Krishna, right? So the way now angels, they show their presence is through what you can identify them. You recognize they are there, yeah?
So
and
how?
that is how, correct. So the first few things, of angelic communication is feathers. Yeah. It's amazing how you will see feathers whenever you're asking for an angel to show. And you'll see suddenly a white feather flying out of nowhere. You're walking on the street and suddenly there'll be this feathers flying around, or they'll just come. Believe me, whenever I talk about angels and I'm outside, suddenly a feather might just come and land on my hand. It's so funny. But you know what? A lot of people will say these are coincidences. Yeah. Please understand one thing. You have to remove this word coincidence from your life.
Yes.
You're disregarding what is being shown to you. Yeah. Like I always keep saying, there is no logic in magic. So don't try to do your logical analysis with these things. Then you're actually taking away the magic that the life can actually show you. Yeah. So the first way I would say angel communicates is to feathers. And very interesting, one day I was doing a meditation in my room. Another friend was there. And my healing room was there in my house itself. So it was evening time, the door, the windows were shut, AC was on. So we started this angel meditation. Then, we finished it. I came into my room. The next day when I went there, just besides where I was meditating, there was such a big feather. Now I'm wondering, where would the feather come from? Because the windows were shut. Yeah. So angels can show physical manifestations also like this. Yeah. So one is feathers. The second thing which we're going to talk about is numbers. Yeah.
Yes.
Angels always show their presence through numbers. Yeah. So you will see constantly repetitive numbers like 111, 222, 333, 444, and so on. Now, where would this numbers flash? Generally, nowadays, people see a lot on their phones. The moment they pick up the phone, that's where.
111,
clocks. Yeah. Sometimes the numbers are shown, if you're very aware, you'll see it on mobile numbers. 333, ending with 444, yeah. Then you will see it on bank notes, notes, the numbers, yeah. And then
even flight tickets, PN.
Flight ticket. So wherever there are numbers, yeah,
correct.
Very strangely. Like today, I was booking, yeah. So I'm planning to fly to Delhi tomorrow for something really, really big. I'm very excited about going there. It's a personal thing. So today, when I was booking my flight, and everybody like, why are you traveling now? This, that. So when I booked my flight, it was 4440, 4,440. Okay, I'm like, okay, that's fine, all right. So and then I went to Lokanwala to buy something, and the shop was shut. And then constantly I kept seeing 555, 555 on auto rickshaws, So it's big changes. And then there's this guy who's walking, and on his t-shirt was "Trust Me."
Oh my God.
So it was so funny, yeah. So I had that question in my head, a lot of things going on, and everything is about trust, yeah. So when it is about angels, it's about trust and faith. So coming to numbers, so when you constantly, it's not only once, you keep seeing it again and again. Yeah. So the
But is
111 will show on the map.
it threes or is it set of four? So is
Yeah.
it like one 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 one
So
one?
first, if you understand the set of threes, then you might see combination numbers again and again, like
Ah,
786, yeah, or one
correct.
two three, yeah. But first, get this. So whoever is watching, and if you all want to know about the numbers, this is the
There
section.
are over
Okay.
200 people watching, so they all have threes.
So 111, whenever you see 111, yeah, basically what's happening is the universal dimension, the spiritual dimension is coming very close to you, and they're saying that whatever you're thinking, whatever you're asking is getting manifested right now.
Manifested.
So I always tell
Correct.
people, just make a wish. Yeah, keep your thoughts very positive, because everything that you're saying, anyways, it's not only during that time. Anytime you're saying something, you're creating it. As you
Manifesting.
say, you create, right? But when you are doing that 111, so remember when we had the foundation, yeah,
Yes.
and the whole universal alignment had taken place, yeah, once in
And
400 years.
yours,
Yeah,
and we did
all
11
the
11.
and then we did this whole thing at 11 It is just to add
Yes,
the whole magic aspect to it, And believe me,
absolutely.
things change like this. So whenever you see 111, 11 just close your eyes and ask for a wish. Make whatever you would like to have in your life, yeah, and always say thank you. Whenever you see 222, yeah,
Yeah.
basically, whether it's 222 or anywhere, it's whatever you have asked for is coming into fruition. You just leave it. What we
Okay.
do is basically whenever we ask for something, then we are doubting it, whether it's going to happen, whether it's not going to happen. But when you see this, just realize whatever you've been asking for, it's happening. It's
It's
already in
coming.
the process. Just wait. Yeah. When you see 333, a lot of 333s is basically when your ascended masters are there, whoever you
Ah.
believe in. Yeah. They are all around you and they are there with you. So they show their presence like this. Yeah. When you see 444 is basically when the angels are telling you we are there with you right now. Yeah. And
Ah.
that's how when I was doing the ticket booking and I saw this 444 immediately, I'm like, okay, I'm not even worried. I know that. So I never asked for validation with a doubt. I always ask them validation. Like 2 days
Yeah.
back, I was doing a session. I had planned a session of hypnosis, for this client. But as I started talking to the client, suddenly something took over and said, no, we're going to do a different session for him. So I just told this guy to lie down and we started doing the session. So this whole energy passing through me and all of that. But I'm like, okay, you know what? Just show me that whatever I'm doing is the right thing. Just show me something. And suddenly his legs started twitching. I'm like, okay, I get the signals. So you can actually talk to angels like you're telling a friend. You're communicating with
Yeah.
them. And this is where I would like you all to develop your communication with your angels.
Correct.
Okay.
That's
So
exactly
we
what I was
spoke
going to. So
about 444.
you have to develop the bridge between you and your
Yeah.
angel, right?
Yeah. So once I finish these numbers, then I'll tell you how to build up your communication with them.
We even
Okay.
need to do angel readings.
Oh shit. How
Yeah.
much can I this is actually a whole 2 days class. I mean, we have such amazing, beautiful experience.
Plan
And
one
you're
soon,
saying,
please.
and you're
Please.
like, can we do a connection meditation also? Kya karenge? All right. So
You-
555 is
Yeah.
basically big changes are going to come in your life. And that is why I
Okay.
saw that today. And I know there is this big change that's going to come in my life from tomorrow. I'm so super excited about it. I'll share about that later when that happens. Okay. And so that's what 555 is all about. 666 is basically when you're worried about your finances, the material world. It's about a house or something that you really want or something. The angels say, you know what, you just do your work, be on your spiritual path, do what you're doing. The angels are taking care of you. So, you kind of go off a line. So whenever you go misaligned, you see a 666, it's been taken care of.
Get back on path. Okay.
777 is basically they say you are on the right path, you are on the right direction. Just keep going on. Yeah. And
Okay.
you will get the fruit of your hard work or your efforts that you're doing. You will. Sometimes, you do things and you don't feel acknowledged. Yeah. And
Yeah.
then suddenly you start seeing 777. It's the angel saying, just go on, just keep going on. And what you're asking for will come to you. Now, 888, 8 is the number of abundance. Yeah. So
Yes.
every time you see 888, remember one thing. There's this whole big financial shift is taking place. If you're worried about finances, money is going to come through and it definitely comes. 999 is basically, 9 is a very magical number. Yeah. So 999 is basically when it's a completion of a phase, completion of a chapter. Yeah. One chapter of your life is
Okay.
over and there's a new chapter that's beginning. Now, this you can use in your life for whatever it is. Maybe there's this, ending of a job or a relationship or whatever it is, and something new is going to come up. Yeah. So that's how you see numbers. And then you have the 0. 0 is one with the universe, so you are
Ah.
having the universal connection. Now if you see these numbers, now you can always add up with, say 3 4 5. Yeah, so if you keep saying
Yeah.
3 4 5 again and again, so basically three is the ascended masters are there, the angels are there with you, and there are big changes that is going to come in your life. Yeah,
Ah,
so you can
okay.
just add on to it, but you've got to see this number again and again, not just once. Yeah, so it's like every time. So so they will give you through, as I said, feathers. The second is number,
Right.
signs and messages. I mean, you have to be blind if you can't see that now. So I had one question in my head. This was few years back, and I was not sure whether I should do it or not. And I was like, weighing these two situations in my head, and I did not know what to do. Should I do it? Should I not? So I remember me and my friends, we went to Mount Mary, and if you see Mount Mary, it's up there and
Yeah.
down. They have the stairs that go up, and suddenly there was this big banner out there, just do it. Okay, so I'm like, okay. So, but obviously, it was just one sign, so I was not going to take that. Then you know what, then I was going to, and there was another board which also had just do it sign, so I took that as my next sign. And then when I was coming home, a friend of mine just wanted to pick up cash, so he got down, and there was this guy who's coming in front of me. His teacher said,
Wearing a
guess what?
Nike.
Just do it. Now, you know what? People may see these are coincidences, but I never see this as coincidence. I always see this as signs. So angels always give you signs, and through the way you will understand. The other way they would communicate would be probably, songs. Yeah, that will remind you of
Ah,
them. Yeah, a song
on
will
I do
play
that
in
all the
your
time on the
head. Yeah,
car or in the
yeah. It's
car. I
funny,
ask my
you're
question and
thinking
I
of.
put on FM.
Exactly, and then the song will play. It's so funny.
Yes.
I remember I was working in VLCC. This was years back, and we used to have our targets and all of that. So one day I was getting a little stressed about it, and then when I came home and I switched off, suddenly that song, "Hum Honge Kamya," I started laughing. So I said, "Okay, give me better songs, please." So anyways, it's eerie how things work. Yeah, so I was in Bankstand once, and this is years back. I was really low at there was something going on in my life, and then I was sitting there alone. I'd never gone to Bankstand alone, so I was sitting there, and I was just suddenly thinking about angels, and I didn't know they had the speakers there. Yeah, and suddenly this song started, "I Believe in Angels," the ABBA song.
Oh,
I'm like, oh my
yes.
god, I got such goosebumps. So they are always there showing signs, messages. It's just about how you get it. Yeah. Now, as I said, there are some people, angels might suddenly come in front of you, which is called as earth angels. Yeah. But they don't
Okay.
they don't live life here. They might just do a visitation for what? Like I believe this lady who came was an earth angel. Yeah,
Correct.
who gave me the book, and out of nowhere, she just handed the book to me and angels came into my life. Yeah. So sometimes some people come in your life, yeah, they touch your life, they give you an advice, they give you a suggestion, whatever it is, or the help that you require. I always believe they're angels, yeah, and I
I
always
agree.
give a lot of gratitude to them. And I don't know if you've seen this movie on Netflix, which is basically Miracles from Heaven. If
No,
you
I
guys have
haven't.
not seen that movie, you have to see it. It's an
I will watch.
amazing movie that talks about faith and how you can actually, not realize how the universe is working for you. And the beauty of that movie, it's real. It's a real story. So please watch that movie and tell me how it was. It's really really amazing.
So
Yeah.
Miracles from
So
Heaven on Netflix, right?
Miracles from Hell. It was on Netflix. I'm sure it should be still there. Yeah? So watch that. And then what are the other signs? So these are the ways
No,
you
but
you
how do
suddenly
we
out of.
how do we first know how to talk to them or how to see them
Okay,
or
how do we talk with each other?
but
All right.
for
Also,
people who
correct.
want who
So
are doing it for the first time for them they be like, is she mad talking to a wall or empty corner?
okay. So my one thing is don't talk to angels in front of others.
Yes.
Those who don't believe in it. Like I remember as a child, I've always been a communicator with things that don't talk back. Yeah. So yeah, one day, my bag was under the bed and I tried to look for it everywhere. And suddenly I realized where it is and I pulled it out and say, oh, now I know where you were hiding from me. And my mom saw that. Yeah, she heard that. Then she told my father, we need to take him to the doctor because he's going losing it. So I talk to everything. I talk to things and they talk back to me. But that's what,
Yeah.
and that's what shamanism is about. We are shamans, and if you're a shaman, you can talk to anything because everything has a spirit.
Anything.
Yeah, the shamans talk to trees, because tree has spirits and this tree gives them information. Everything is ready to give you information. You just have to open up yourself. You have to go beyond the logical mind. Everything is talking to you because I believe everything is alive. Yeah, it's not only we.
Yeah.
Every single thing is
Absolutely.
alive around us. Now, coming to your question, how do we communicate? There are other ways of there are other ways also of communication, which are basically things like cards. Yeah, these
God.
are easiest ways. These are easiest way where you can develop your communication. Yeah, just go online today. Things are so good. You can actually go online and check the cards also. I started picking up cards like 20 years back. We had to physically just go and buy them. We couldn't see what was inside. But today, thanks to Google, you can see what's inside the card.
Inside.
Yeah, and just connect with a card which connects with you. I like this one, and that will be the card that will pull you. I do teach tarot readings and all. Now, tarot cards, there are like 78 cards, and every card requires to know the interpretations and all. But angel
Correct.
cards are easiest. People tell me, why don't you teach angel card reading? I said, it's such an easy
There's
thing to
nothing to
do.
teach. Yeah, it's intuitive,
You
right?
don't
You
need
pick
to
up the card, it
learn
tells you.
from someone. So what you do is
Absolutely.
you hold the card in your hand and just say, okay, what is the guidance that I require for today? Or what is my. So these are the way, they communicate through even cards. Yeah, and that's one of the easiest way you can develop your communication with the angels. The second thing is, if you really want to develop the communication with the spirit beings, then you have to learn how to be in silence. So I would say, take little time off, 15 minutes or so. Play some nice music, burn a light candle, and make sure your phone is off and nobody disturbs you. And then you just sit and then ask your angels to show the presence. Yeah, you might feel a little tingling sensation, a warmth, and every time it's an angelic presence, you'll feel very loved, you'll feel very cared for. You'll never feel scared. Yeah, like sometimes when spirits show their presence, you pick up their energies and you might pick up their
Yeah.
energies. It could be fear based or anger, but here it's always comforting, always loving. So, a good thing that you guys can do from today is, first and foremost, thank your angels who are there with you. Yeah, and then it's like, okay,
And
if you
today's World
develop.
Gratitude Day.
Okay, for me it's every day, but today is World Gratitude Day. Yeah, so thank your angels for being there, and then, what, say, I know you are there, now show me your presence. Yeah, and don't go looking for the signs, it will just come in front of you. Yeah, and everybody will get their signs in a different manner. I just shared few things. Yeah, now there
Yeah.
are other ways which I'm crazy about, is clouds formation. I
Yeah.
love cloud
Yes.
formation. So whenever I see out, I sometimes see a feather, I see a message, sometimes seen a heart. When I'm thinking about someone, I've actually seen a heart in a cloud. It's how angels communicate with you. It's amazing. I'll share an amazing how they showed presence. Yeah, one more thing I'll share with you. I have to share this with you. So I was going to Berlin. Yeah, I was flying from Rome. I was going to Berlin, and we just had like a 45 minutes, an hour flight. But the turbulence was so bad. Believe me, we all thought we were going to die. Yeah. So that first half an hour, we were going like this, up and down and crazy. I thought people were even throwing up. And suddenly, I'm like, why am I not telling my angels to take care of us? Yeah. I just said that, Bhairavi. It's crazy. And I had my phone in my hand, yeah, because I thought I will send a message, my last message, if it ever goes by. I thought I was gonna die.
Melodramatic.
Yeah. Trust me, it was so bad, yeah. So I had my phone in my hand, and then I said this. You know what? Please take care of us. I mean, you have to make sure that the plane is taken care of. Within seconds, we were like this. Suddenly, whoosh, the
Yeah.
plane just suddenly just. And you know what? Now again, people will say coincidence. I don't believe that was a coincidence. Why? Because I was at the window seat. I was sitting outside, and we could see the plane shadow on the clouds, and I saw rings of colored light
Oh my God.
around the plane, around it for a good few seconds. I had my phone in my hand. I recorded that. It was
Oh my
amazing. I
God.
showed that to everybody. I said, if you can't believe angels are there, you're idiot. Yeah? So whenever people say I don't believe in angels, I'm like, oh no, please don't say that.
But our
They
kids,
are there.
we as kids and our kids grow up seeing them, right? We saw them
Yeah.
when we were kids. We communicated with them when
every
we were kids.
child every
Yes,
child has the ability to see. The child has the
absolutely.
ability to see spirits. The child has the ability to see angels. And that's how you seen children with imaginary friends. They actually talk. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're actually talking to spirits. They're actually talking to angels. But then as they start growing up, then the parents say, no, 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 it's not true. And then they start shutting off their filters. That's when the
Yeah.
critical filter comes. The logical mind steps inside. And then you stop seeing. But today, you know what? If you open up, there's magic everywhere around
I
you.
agree.
It's
I
so beautiful.
agree.
And I only live with magic and miracles. Like every day of my life, I keep seeing that because I feel my life is only about miracles, and yeah, magic. That's the whole thing. So I think you can start your relationship with the magical world with your angels. Angels is honestly, I'll tell you, just a small base of what is there. Then there are the
You
celestial
need to
beings.
schedule a class soon.
Then there is the
I'm gonna
celestial
keep messaging
beings,
you.
and then there are so many things there, yeah. And everything is there coming to contribute to you. Yeah. But that only happens, when we actually step out of the three dimension.
Yeah.
Earth is on third dimension. And we are so stuck with worries about money and this and that. That's when you have to step up a little bit. That's when you have to raise your vibration. So you can actually take the help of angels to raise your vibration. Yeah. And once your vibration starts raising up and you're on the high frequency, you can actually see the world with a complete different paradigm. It's amazing. It's so beautiful. You can ask for anything, man. You can ask for a relationship to show up. You can ask for a job to show up. You can ask for anything to show up. They're always there. Yeah. And of course, then once you know the signs and symbols, it's easy. What I teach in I do a class which is called as angel medicine. Yeah, because my
Yeah.
medical aspect comes in, which is basically taking the healing vibrations of the angels. And it's
So you're just a
amazing.
channel, right? You're just a medium for them.
It's just a medium. And then they just work through you and you can actually see magic happening in front of your eyes. It's so beautiful. And angel connection is very easy. So as I said, you know what? Once you sit, just talk to them. Initially, you might not feel them. You might not, because it's about your receiving. It's about your perceiving energies. And
Yeah.
over a period of time, you will start getting better. Yeah, so don't give up. And then, your trust will develop, your faith will develop, and then it's that strong bond and connection. See, if you want to develop connection with someone, you have to work towards it. Yeah, so
Absolutely.
it's like you have to develop your friendship with someone. You've got to call them regularly, meet up with them, spend some time with them. You can't say, oh, I want to know about angels. You'll attend a class and then you'll forget about them completely. They're like, oh God, they forgot us completely again. So it's like the whole aspect. Now, other way they can show the presence is suddenly you might see a statue of angel or a picture of angel, or someone might give you a gift, which is with
Yeah.
wings or earrings. So they will keep reminding their presence to you. They will keep coming in front of you again and again and again. You just have to acknowledge them. And whenever
Also,
they do
sometimes
something,
I feel I sometimes get like a flash of air. Like you get like as if someone's flapping around you. That's such a,
absolutely.
like for me, that's my sign. Every time I feel like, and there's no air else. That's my,
So
that I feel,
each person will develop their own individual way of receiving messages from them. Yeah,
right.
like I'm crazy about tarot cards and all of that. I still don't know how these messages come. Yeah, I mean, how accurately they get these cards out, which is what we require to know that at that specific period of time. That's trust and faith. Yeah,
Yeah. To
and
surrender,
again,
right?
surrender.
Surrender to
Yeah,
their love. Absolutely.
surrender to the messages that you get, surrender to what's coming up, but your logical mind has to step outside. Yeah, really, your logical mind. Sometimes I see things in my life. I call my friends, I say, if I share this, they'll think I'm
You
lying,
think I'm
man.
mad? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not mad. They'll think I'm making it up. I'm lying. like, I always have issues with my, baggage's weight because I shop so much wherever I travel. One day I was coming from somewhere, yeah, and I knew I had already taken my coat in my hand and I was extra dressed also. But still, because they were not taking extra money, they were asking you to leave stuff. And my bag weight was 34 and a half or something, and they were allowing only 30. And I, listen, guys, I don't know what you're gonna do, but please just let me go
Sort this
through, yeah.
out.
Just sort this out for me because I'm not going to be stopped now. And believe me, I put the thing, it first showed 34 and a half, and suddenly it turned into 30.03. How does this happen in front of my eyes? I laughed. I'm like, I have no idea what you guys do, but it just works. I mean, now there will be people who will try to logically analyze it and all of that. No, you just have to say thank you. You have to see the magic that, you're stuck somewhere and suddenly somebody comes out of. I travel a lot around the world, and then, if I don't know the direction, then someone will come and I'll say, thank you so much. What's your name? He'll say Michael, and he'll go away.
Yeah.
It's so hilarious, but I'm like, always thank you, thank you. So yeah, developing your connection with the angels is very, very easy. And trust the message that comes to you. Trust it. Yeah. Like, I knew someone who wanted to get over a relationship, was very, very confused. Should I not? Every time I will post a card reading, the message will come, let go. Any card
Let
deck
go.
they'll pick up, whether it's a first pile, second pile, third pile, every time they say, no, now I won't pick up this pile, but the message would still be the same. So they will keep giving you the same message again and again. They'll keep hammering it to you till you get it. So this is how they will constantly do the communications with you. And it's fabulous. I think, you know what, you just have to surrender. You have to be open.
Yes.
I always believe, I wish we were taught about this when we were kids. Then we would believe in. Like my dream.
I wish we didn't stop the kids from believing in it.
But
Because
now
we
we
all
can't.
know about it
Abs-
yeah, now we
and
all
kids
knew
are
about
like
it as
so
kids.
aware. They're so amazing.
Yeah,
Today,
yeah,
I believe all the
absolutely.
kids that are born are ascended masters. They've come here to teach us. They have come here to
Absolutely.
teach the parents. They know so much. My friend's kid is 10 years old. My God, you should see him talking. He gives advice to my friend. I'm like, duh, what were you thinking? You've given birth to your grandfather, I think. So all these
I
old
agree.
souls, we call them old souls. All these old souls are coming now for our evolution. So when you
Yeah.
open up yourself to this whole mystical world, this magical world, you will evolve. And it's time we evolve beyond what we do, the fears and the trauma of this reality. If you start evolving, and that's why I love stuff like access consciousness, it empowers you to create a different reality. So all these things are coming together for you to upgrade yourself. I mean, come on, we're
Yeah.
upgrading our mobile phones all the time. We used to use the small little Nokia, and then we went, and today we have everything on the mobile. Look what we are doing today. Yeah. And
Exactly.
people from all over the world are tuning in just to
I
hear
log
us.
in.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So as technology is upgrading, why aren't we upgrading ourselves? Why are we still, doing what we used to do earlier, especially with these things? So the more you become open to these things, you see your life starts. You actually start living a different life. It's and actually
I completely agree. And I see you living that every day.
my dream, if you ask me, is actually to open Hogwarts in India. Yeah, I would officially be the
The
Dumbledore.
help is always offered when you ask for it. And that's my statement
But
written
really,
in bold.
I want to develop this mystery school where people can learn, all these things. Kids are welcome, and everybody who wants to learn these things, they can come and learn. And believe me, it's beautiful. So yeah,
I agree.
it's amazing.
Now, should we do it's 7:41. Should we start with angel
Sure.
readings?
Okay, so normally, okay, how we do readings is, if
Yeah.
someone comes in front of me for like a private session, we tune into the energy, and whatever question they ask, then it becomes. But if this is going to be like a general thing, so what you can do is probably you can just send me the name. I'm anyways going to connect to everybody's angels right now, the guardian angels. So
So,
what happens is
guys,
basically they give messages through me. I'm going to use
okay.
cards today because it's easier and quicker and faster, because there will be quite a few people who would like to know. And then whatever comes through is for you. All right?
Okay. Should I start? Tell me when you want me to start because I'll have
Yeah.
to close down at 7:53 because I want to save the session.
Okay. Our
I don't want to
deadline.
lose the session.
I wish Insta
Okay.
was longer.
They're working on it. Hopefully by November they'll give us a longer time frame. But right now it's 50 minutes. Okay, should we start?
Okay. Who's the first one?
Pooja Kanwal Mehtani.
Okay. So, for message for Pooja is basically assertiveness. She needs to be very, very assertive in things that she chooses, things that she does. She may be someone, who wants to do things in her life, might get confused, but if she starts being more assertive, things will start showing up like this in her life.
Okay, second name Natasha Keswani.
Okay, let's see what Natasha, focus on what you're asking for in life, because very, very clearly the angels are saying the law of attraction is really working for you. If you're here asking for something, it's going to come true to you. Just keep your focus absolutely on positivity, and you see how things are going to magnetize in your life very, very easily.
Shruti Singh.
Shruti. So the message for Shruti is, I'm not sure if you're going to attend a wedding or you're going to get married. I have no clue, but definitely there's going to be some big celebration that's going to come up in your family, some big celebration that's going to come up in your life, and this would happen within 2 to 3 months' time. Let me know if that happens.
Ronita Bhatia.
Same. So
Wedding.
celebrations for Ronita also. Now, celebration does not mean only a wedding celebration. I see there's like a party, and I see there is this joyful event that's going to happen, and that's going to happen for Shruti and Ronita too.
Nikita Rajan.
Okay. Nikita, it's the time that you actually pamper yourself. It's the time you actually reward yourself. Yeah, you are a very hard worker. I get your energy. You're a very hard worker, but sometimes you have to take that time off and start acknowledging yourself, start rewarding yourself. Do something that you really like. Even if people don't acknowledge it, you need to start acknowledging it for yourself.
Payal Chandiramani.
Okay. So, Payal, it's the time to actually work on your heart area, actually open up to love, actually give love, receive love, because you're going to work on your heart chakra. The angels are healing you right now. I don't know whether it's something from your past that you're still holding on to, but you kind of need to let go with that.
Aditi Marfatia.
Very clearly, Aditi, you've been on this call, and you are here listening to this message. The angels are very, very excited to connect with you, and you will see a lot of signs and symbols from today. Yeah, just be open for it, because the message for you is they are going to communicate with you very, very strongly. So I don't know whether you are a medium or you actually love communicating with the angels, but that's going to happen very strongly from now.
Wow. Jayashree Kothari.
So the angels actually jumped out for this. So there is this whole child card which has come out. So I'm not sure if it's something to do with a child, with children. It's about your children or the inner child in you. Yeah. But it's all about the playfulness. It's all about the joy of being a child. And that's something that you need to really look into.
Ekta Kamra.
Let's see. It's family time. Of course, with COVID, we are spending a lot of time with family, but you will see a lot of happy changes in your family. Yeah. Now, if you're looking at this as a personal thing for yourself or your whole family, there is going to be some good news that's going to come in the family, and it's happy changes for you guys.
Tushar Gogia.
Okay. Somewhere it's about confidence. Yeah. If any choice you're making, make it with confidence. Yeah, and it's a complete yes card for you, where whatever you're going to choose, do it confidently. If you lack confidence somewhere in your life, now's the time. What I would suggest is ask the angels. It's Michael or Uriel, connect with them. Yeah, or even Ariel, connect with the power. You need to get your power back wherever you require, and whatever you will choose with confidence and see how it will work for you.
Ruchika Bhojwani.
What is the message for her? Assertiveness again. Yeah. Whatever you choose, just be absolutely assertive, whether it's your relationship also.
Shilpi Vij.
Celebration, Silpi. This celebration card, it's unbelievable. Third time. Yeah, third
I
time
know
today.
how many people are getting married.
I
Uh,
don't know whether. So it's about happiness. It's about joy, and it's so strange. I just saw 222 number right now on the live. Yeah, and suddenly it's not 221. Yeah, it's
no, it's
it's
two to
basic.
two.
It's basically about what you're asking for is going to come true, Shilpi, and I know it's going to come true for you. I just know it.
Aarti Bhandari.
Aarti, I don't know what you're doing, but there's going to be this huge shower of abundance that's coming to you. Now, when I say abundance, please don't look at it only as money. Yeah, you are going. This phase is going to be very abundant for you. Ask whatever you would like to have in your life, and then you see there's this amazing time that's showing up for you.
Himali Dalal.
What is with celebration? All right, so it's wedding time. Someone in the family, you or whoever it is, yeah. Again, big time for celebration. Look at it for the next 3 months. This 3 months is coming very, very strongly to me.
Reshma Hemdev. Oh God, it's scrolling too fast. Reshma Hemdev.
Reshma, if you're looking at something new, this is the time for you to do some creative project. Yeah, it could be something new that you're looking at, creating something. But yeah, I mean, just consider that, and this is a time when you will actually make it successful.
Sheila Khatri.
Sheila, what the angels clearly are saying is basically you need to do a lot of grounding exercise. Yeah. I don't know whether you've been too much at home, you've not stepped out, but don't worry about this corona thing. Of course, wear your mask and go. But we do require fresh air sometimes. You know, you need to walk on the grass barefoot. Yeah, you need to connect with earth, and that your energies needs to be grounded somewhere, and that's the message the angels are really giving you.
Okay, I think we have just like 30 seconds left for three more names. Avinash Mehtani.
Avinash, the message that angel gives you is play. Yeah, don't take life so seriously. Have a lot of fun. Whatever work you're doing, don't take stress about it. The relationship that you are, you know, embody a lot of play in your life, and you will start having more fun with whatever you do.
Ishita Jethani.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna just switch to something else. Do we have time? Ishita, the
7:50.
message for
Last
the
name.
message for you is trust, trust, trust. I think this message is for everybody. Trust.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trust with the angels. Trust what you're doing. Ask, surrender, and you see things will start working for you. Do we have time for one more small little read for everybody?
Yes, I was just gonna say, why don't we do a collective consciousness read for all of us? I also didn't get a reading, but why don't we do for all of us?
Okay. What's the message for my whole beautiful group who showed up? And can't get better. Divine timing.
Oh wow.
Yeah. We
Wow.
kept speaking about timing. We kept speaking about all of that. This is your time. That is why all of you guys have come here. It's your time to change. It's your time to bring positive changes in your life. My real thing would be connect with the angels. Yeah, connect with them. They are working very strongly with you, and I would say we are always at the right time at the right place. There couldn't have been a better time than now. Yeah, where this information is going out. Use this information for yourself, for your development with your kids, and there's so much that you can learn about angels. You can read up about them and use the cards, but we are in the perfect timing, so we are all divine, and this is how, you know, as I said, no coincidence. Yeah,
Yeah,
how the angels
absolutely.
are around me, because I see them, I feel them, they're like all around here, they're all together creating magic in your life. So just be open for that magic. That's all I would say. Yeah, life is very, very magical.
You know, every time I talk to you, be it on the phone, on IGTV, in class, I really get reaffirmed with the magic around us, and you know what we can achieve only if we just believe and ask. And thank you so much, so much
Most
for doing this.
welcome. Most
I'm gonna,
welcome.
I'm
And
now I'm gonna sit on your head to start to plan the angels class.
I
You know,
will, I
I'm
will.
not gonna leave you.
We'll definitely have fun, and it's amazing. It's just amazing once you start being with them, how everything in your life just starts becoming. So please believe in magic, Yeah, believe in miracles and keep asking for it, and it will show up in your life. So thank you guys for all being here. I
Thank you
think
so
we had an
much. Thank you
amazing
so much. It
time
was
talking.
fantastic. I can't stop smiling.
And I'm glad we did this because now the information has gone out. So many people will be more aware about it, and I'm so happy about that.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
Lots of love to you. Bye. See
Thank
you.
you so much. Bye.
Most
Bye.
welcome. Bye, guys. See you. Bye.
Hey guys, thank you for logging into Live with Vi. Subscribe to see more videos.